Jan Hicks Creates here, back here with Flosstube number, I haven't the faintest idea. We're going to start off or end off the year the way we started it. Let me see. Looking at my notes, it looks like it's Flosstube 122. And it's the last Flosstube of 2020. Goodbye, good riddance 2020, right? How are you guys doing? Did you have a good Christmas? I hear a phone ringing. Must be outside. So, a lot to share with you. We are in our new spot. We are up at the front of the RV park rather than at the back. So you can see here we have cabins across the street from us. It's kind of looking down the front road here. We are right on the front top road, right at the top. The office is right up this way. A lot more traffic here than what we had down at the bottom, but it's a much nicer spot. We have a gorgeous tree here. The people that used to be in this spot said that they did have a problem with birds. So I guess birds pooping, which, you know, that's what they do. So we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we're glad to be settled in here. Christmas. It was the Christmas that wasn't, basically, for us. Without getting into too many details, we had a problem with our power cord that gets plugged into the pedestals here in the RV park that powers the rig. It's called shore power. So when you're on shore power, you know, it's basically just like a home, right? You're pulling it off of the city grid. We had a problem with the power cord. It shorted out and started to burn, basically. Melded onto the I don't know the technical terms, but it melded to the thing that it was plugged into. We discovered that Christmas Eve morning, right as we were getting ready to pack up and leave for our trip. We did not go on our trip. Mike unplugged. We could not plug it in until we got a repairman out here. Of course, Christmas Eve, we were hoping, he called a couple that morning, hoping that we could get maybe somebody. He didn't think it was going to be a long job, if we could just get somebody out real quick. That did not happen. Somebody did not come until yesterday. So we were without power for 5 days. It's not quite as bad as it sounds being in an RV. We could power the lights and some of the outlets from the coach batteries, basically the vehicle batteries. We did not want to rely on those too much because we don't want to drain the batteries, right? So we were able to keep our devices charged, thank heavens. We had no Wi-Fi service at that point. And we kept the lights off as much as possible because, again, we didn't want to drain the battery. Now, we also have a generator in here, and we ran that 3 times a day. Couple mornings when we woke up, because, of course, there's no heat. It had gotten down into the mid-30s at night, so it was like around 49 in the rig in the morning. Yeah, not fun. So we ran the generator to heat it up, to use all the different things we use to heat the rig. And to run the refrigerator periodically to try and keep it cooled down. Yeah, didn't succeed on that totally. We were able to have things last for most of those 5 days, but yesterday we pretty much just threw everything out. So yeah, the guy came yesterday and repaired it. It was a fairly quick job, and we are back on shore power again, and we are happy. So, not much of a Christmas. But as always, it could have been worse. In the process, in addition, Mike went to start the Jeep that morning, Christmas Eve morning. I don't know. This was after we discovered we had no power, and the Jeep wouldn't start. Luckily, that was just some loose wires someplace that he was able to fix. It was also leaking, starting to leak oil. So he filled up the oil, and we just decided in the process of all of this and where our brains were at that point, just so disappointed basically that we couldn't do anything for Christmas like we wanted. We bought a new car. We've been talking about trading in the Jeep for a while now because there have been issues with it on and off for the past couple years. And Mike has always backed off because we basically don't want to have another, monthly payment if we don't have to. But it's a 2008. It is getting kind of long in tooth, so we decided to bite the bullet. We're not getting a brand new vehicle. We don't do that. It is a 2020. It's a Subaru Ascent. We got it from Carvana. They will be delivering it to us here tomorrow. No, we have not driven it. They will be delivering it to us here tomorrow in the RV park and taking the Jeep back with them. They gave us an excellent trade-in value for the Jeep. And with Carvana, you actually have 7 days to test drive it and decide if you want to keep it or not. So we are good with that. We think it will be much more comfortable to ride in. With these long drives we'll be doing with the trailer. It does tow the trailer. The only downside is that we can't pull it behind. We can't pull it all four wheels down behind the RV, but we don't plan on going out that much in the RV anyways. So that's kind of where we are. It is a gray, cloudy day here in San Antonio today. Cold front coming in tonight, so it's going to dip quite down quite a bit with some rain, but right now it is 66 degrees at 10:40 a.m. on Wednesday, December 30th. And I have lots to show you and lots to share with you. So a couple of newsworthy items first. Oh, and the little clips at the beginning, that's just a picture of our new site, pictures of our new site where we're parked at now. And then just where I hung a couple of my finished pieces here in the RV. We finally got them hung this weekend. So Fractal and Harbor Haven have a new home. So I hope you like seeing that. So Mrs. Sadis is has teamed up with Christy Steffensen. Now I don't know whether you have seen this or not. This is a free sampler that a girl named Christy Steffensen has made. It's the 2020 pandemic sampler, and it is totally free. She is Sarcy Girl. Let me scroll over here. See that? Sarcy Girl on Instagram. And if you go to her profile on Instagram, there is a link where you can download this sampler. Now, Raquel, Mrs. Sadis, has created a floss pack, a silk floss pack for it. Similar, trying to keep with the colors of the sampler, but in her silks. And from now until January 6th, she is donating, let me find it, she's donating €5 from each pack sold to the Save the Children Spain Foundation and its program to help children at risk of social exclusion as a consequence of the impact of COVID-19. So an excellent charity there. Again, that is through January 6th. So I will link that below so you can check that out if you are interested. I also wanted to let you know about some updates to the Silk app. The Silk app, as you know, is the app that the Historische Stickmuster people have created for their PDFs, as well as a couple other designers. Jacob de Graaf of Modern Folk Embroidery also offers his PDFs through that app. They have updated it with a print function. So if you are in the app and you have purchased or have gotten one of their free patterns, segue here, their 2020 Christmas stitch along, the Christmas star one in the pinks and the golds, they have that now for free on the Silk app for a free download. I don't know if that's for a limited time only, but you do want to check that out. Gorgeous pattern, aren't they all? So if you have one of their patterns in the Silk app, when you go into My Patterns and you click on one of them, you will have the option either to open it in the app or to print it. So if your device, iPad, iPhone, is hooked up to a printer, you can get it hooked up so it talks to whatever your resident printer is. You can print out the pattern now. So this is an excellent choice. I know there's a lot of you that prefer to work with printed patterns. So now you have that option. If I remember correctly, they also sent out a newsletter yesterday. Another segue. Go onto their website. I will link that below. Scroll down a little bit. You will find a place where you can put in your information to get their newsletter. Their newsletter is in both German and English. Handy, right? So that you know all the stuff that's going on in their world. And they have a lot planned for 2021, I think. But if I remember correctly, according to the newsletter that I read yesterday, they are also going to be making their PDFs available through the regular website, not just through the Silk app. So for those of you that are on Android devices, you will be able to buy the PDFs. Now they will also send out as well. They have the hard copies. They haven't changed their normal working, you know, how they do business. But of course, for those of us that are across whatever pond we may be across and we want instant gratification, we can now buy the PDFs from their website. Or as I said, if you don't have an iOS app and you only have an Android device and you want a PDF, you can buy it from their website and either print it out or well, I guess that's the only option right now. If you don't have it in the Silk app, you would be able to print it out. Now, of course, they also still have their Avera Swath silks. They have linens. So if you're buying, you know, the whole kit and caboodle, you know, you could buy the pattern and they would ship it all to you. So none of that is changing, but they are adding that option. Now, again, if I remember correctly, not all of their patterns have the PDF option on them yet. They are slowly working through their entire catalog to make those available in that format. So I think that's exciting news for all of their designs. They are definitely trying to be as user-friendly to all of us as they can. And so many, many kudos to the ladies and is it nephew or son who is their web guru at Historische Stickmuster. I see great things for them in the future, and I'm hoping that they will be adding more designers. Okay, so that's all the news that's fit to print. I have piles around me, as always. So let's get started. I feel like it's getting darker. I think the lighting is still good. It may start to rain here at any time, but that's okay. All right, so let me dig out here, get these back over here so I can show them to you. Like I said, I have a finish. And I'm going to have another finish today. More on that in a sec. So this is Basket of Cheer by Not Forgotten Farms. This is stitched on 36 count. Let me look at the tag here to get it right. 36 count Stars Hollow by R&R Reproduction with all of the called for DMC. And this is haven't the faintest idea what I was just going to say. Got an email from Mike and or a text from Mike and it distracted me. So all the called for DMC, 36 count, Not Forgotten Farms. This was a PDF that I just used in Goodreader. Isn't that sweet? I loved stitching this. Simple, not a whole lot of colors, nice flow to it, Christmassy. What do you think? I don't know how I'm going to finish it. It's kind of big, and you can see it's about hand size. It's kind of big for a pillow. cute in a little frame. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it. I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but it is finished stitching. So that is awesome. I've decided that starting next week, so you guys know that my LNS here, Stitches from the Heart, did close. I got a recommendation from one of the ladies that used to work there of another shop, framing shop in the San Antonio area that is knowledgeable about framing stitching. So I'm going to go and start checking them out hopefully next week. And Star Center Quilt will be first on the list. All right. Next up, we have Little Bits of Christmas from the Drawn Thread. This again is also 36 count. This is a mystery linen. This is not the called for, but it is colors that seem to be close to the called for. And I love it. I still haven't gotten out the colors for poor Santa's face. I say that every time, but I did finish one more square. Those ones in the middle, I don't know whether I said this before, at the end of all the little branches, there's beads that need to be placed, and it calls for like just a white bead. I might put red there instead, even though that's probably supposed to be mistletoe and not holly. But the other two squares that I have to do yet are this house and these stockings. And I highly recommend, I know she has a Little Bits of Halloween. I don't know whether she has any other Little Bits patterns, but there are so many designs. I mean, not only do you get, you know, all of the smalls that you can put together in whatever configuration you'd like. And of course, she gives you all these ideas. And of course, the Christmas is also in there, but she also provides the charts for all of these borders that you see around these smalls. I think it's brilliant. So this will continue into January with me. This will be one of the smalls that I work on in January. And I will get that done. I mean, it probably takes, if I manage to get an hour in at a sitting, it usually takes me about 2 days to do each of those little squares. So let me rearrange these a bit. So I want to save those for later. Well, not later, but last. So my Prim Stitch series is not getting nearly the amount of love that it should, that it needed to be done. As you know, the next section comes out on January 5th. I will not get done in time. I still have the rest of the house. There's another star and I think a moon up here, and then of course the border. So yeah, this didn't get as much attention this month because I had all these lovely Christmas and winter things that I preferred to stitch on. But I will not let this lag behind. I will get this done and get started on the next one, hopefully in the relatively near future. So this is the 25 count Lugana that is called for, but I'm stitching it over one with the called for Aurifil flosses. And that one makes me happy too. And of course, who doesn't love a little aqua house? I certainly do. Another one that didn't get the love that I was expecting it to is Home for Christmas. I was really hoping to get this mostly done this Christmas. That didn't happen. I could say there's a whole lot more stitching on this than you might think, but it's mostly because other things got more attention. And then I reached the point where I knew I could finish a couple of the other things faster, and so those got even more attention, if that makes sense. So I did get that top border, the brown in it done. I got the house all done. Got the side border done. This is going to get put away until probably Christmas in July. I'll pull it back out and hopefully get it finished in July. All right, just a quick little peek here. This is my next Cosmo floss design. It is coming along nicely. I'm trying to give a chunk of every afternoon to this because I'd like to have this done in the next few days. So stay tuned. All right, my new starts. Well, wait, one more. Winter is Coming. This is the one by Stitches Through the Years. And this is the next one I will be finishing. And I expect I will get this done tonight unless something goes badly wrong. So I just have that gray motif to finish. And then I think this is a little bell right here. I love this. So yeah, this is all the called for colors except for, no, not that one. The gray, the lighter gray. The lighter gray was supposed to be one called Muddy Puddle by Classic Colorworks, I believe. And because I'm using this kind of darker green fabric, this is not the called for fabric, it got lost in this fabric. So I found kind of a lighter gray. Muddy Puddle is a gray, but it's not quite this light. So I love the little house and the little candlestick. And of course the deer. I adore this one. So yeah, this will be getting done tonight. I love this vase on the side too with a carnation. And this will get framed at some point. Probably further down the line. All right, new starts. So, as I've mentioned before, I had a new start on Christmas Eve and 2 new starts on Christmas Day. And thank heavens I did, because those helped me get through. My Christmas Eve start was the star mandala. And let me go ahead and pull up a picture of that. So that is that there, and I am working in the center. So this was a little bit more difficult for me to do, mostly because my lighting in the evening was crappy because we didn't have lights. I do have one of those little around the neck Legio lights, and once I got that figured out and like the right way to position it, I was golden. But the first night of working on this without proper lighting, and you can see that lighter color blends in quite a bit with this fabric. The fabric is 36 count salt rock or rock salt. I think salt rock by Color and Cotton. I did get it from Kitten Stitcher. I get a lot of my fabrics from Kitten Stitcher. This is the called for DMC. And even though that it looks like that color is really blending in, once I get those other colors around it, it'll be fine. So that is as far as I got with that one. This one probably isn't going to get any more love. I'm not sure when, but it's probably going to get put away here for a certain amount of time. I don't know. The other one, okay, so my 2 starts on Christmas Day. So that one is from Counting the Stars. This one is from Counting the Stars, the mandala squares. And oh my God, I love this. Again, me and stitching over one. So that's this one. And I did start up here in the upper left corner. So let me blow this up. So I am working on this area here, this kind of circular thing, and I've got the purple in on that part of it. I am using the called for DMC. This is a 25 count Lugana. And yes, I'm using the little silicone magnet things to corral the fabric. How awesome is that? I love this. I don't want to get too close and get it too blurry, but I think this, however, is also going to get put away because my over one project for the foreseeable future is going to be Farewell to Anger. I do love this though. I'm not sure when that'll come back out to play again, but it will eventually. The other, let's see, the other one I started on Christmas Day. Do I have a handy picture of it here? Flowers Feed Your Soul by, again, Stitches Through the Years. Remember that one that I so fell in love with? I'm even more in love with it, having to stitched as much as I have. This is 36 count parchment linen by Weeks Dye Works, and I hope this light is doing these colors justice. It's just the called for DMC. There is nothing fancy here, but I am so in love with the blending, with the shading. These are like the perfect combination of greens. And it's not like it's really even burgundy. It's more of a rust, but... and it's olive greens, and they're just... I love it. This one will get put away for January and February. It may come out in March. It will come out at some point in the spring. I'm not sure when. I don't have planned out that far. I have January totally planned, February mostly planned, I think. So yeah, that's all my stitching. That's quite a bit. Well, I do have one other thing that's a gift that I'm working on that I won't show you that till after it's been given. Okay. We're going to take a little break and go shopping. How's that sound? And then I'll show you all the stuff I already got. I think you're really going to enjoy today's shopping trip. It's really special. So stay tuned and we're going to go shopping. All right, guys, I've got something special for you for today's Let's Go Shopping. Well, they're all special, right? So we are going to France today. There's a little bit of a backstory to this one. If you remember in my Whip Parade Part 2, I showed you a chart that was on the road to India. It had a quote from Mahatma Gandhi on it. It had the Taj Mahal and elephants and several other things. I was told by somebody, by one of you commenters, that I didn't show the name. I didn't show the designer name. I just showed you the picture of the chart. So I do apologize for that. Luckily, this person is a super sleuth. She was able to figure out what the chart was, who the designer was, and she actually found the designer's website. Now, when I first did this, I guess when I first started this pattern, I don't think Isabel had a website. At least it didn't come up in my search. But she has one now, and that is what we're going to look at. So, Isabel Hakour Vatier, I believe is the pronunciation. And just because I'm not going to try and pronounce it myself and ruin it, the name of the chart is
Sur la route des Indes.
This one, Sur la route des Indes. I don't think, no, des Indes. I don't know. You don't say all that in French. Anyway, I have translated her website into English for us to make it easier to understand. First, though, she does have a brick and mortar store. So we're going to go to Google Maps and we're going to see where this is. She lives on the Ile d'Oléron, possibly. And her shop, so let me show you where that is in France. It is off the western coast of France, so in the Atlantic Ocean. So you can see France here. The little island is over here. And this is hers, La Boutique en ligne de créations, blah, blah, blah of her name. I know, I just totally butchered that. So we're going to zoom in here. You can see this is her little island. There is a causeway across, a bridge, and it seems there's a citadel here, a fort. So there is some historical significance to this little island as well. But it appears that all around this, this area, now there is some farming, but there's all these little creator cabins, cottages. So all through here you will find different little, it looks like, look, there's a ukulele store, all kinds of cute little cottages and eateries. Here is the fort, the citadel. There are public toilets. This is important to know. There's a beach, there's a camping site over here. That is good for me to know in the future. But Isabel's little shop is right down here. And so I think this whole area is just little residences and little boutiques. So that's kind of cool, huh? So that is where we're going today, to the little shop of Isabelle Hacourt-Vautier. And you can get all of her charts as well as PDFs, I believe, off of this website, if I remember correctly. So she has, as you can see up here, just a ton of different types of of charts. So we're not going to go through them all. It would be a lot, but we're going to go through several of them. And I'm probably not going to go into each one. I believe up here at the top, she has like maybe her most popular or her featured ones. I love the one with the pine cone. La Vie en Rose with the flamingo is gorgeous. I love all of these kind of word with picture, I'm not sure what to call them, typography. The coffee one is gorgeous. I could see having several of these hanging in a kitchen, a French kitchen. Look at the art one in my workshop with the different colors. Now, I said I wasn't going to go into all the different ones. All right, that bumped me down, just down to where it is in the list. So let me go back up to the top. Oh, it took me to a totally different place. Okay, we're just going to start paging down. So she has kind of a positive and negative and all the synonyms in different languages. So that's kind of fun. I think she likes cats. There's a lot of cat ones. Under high surveillance, protected area. So you can see lots and lots of kitties. And of course, all of the words are pretty much in French. Not all of them. Look at the bunny one. I love the heron one. Isn't that cool? The giraffe, I mean, I could go on and on with these. I love these ones with the typography and just the black and white. It's so striking. I will, of course, look at the Indian one. How cool is that? I will, of course, be linking her website below. So that gives you an idea of, that looks very familiar to that one we saw in the other, that Etsy shop. I sure hope that Etsy shop isn't stealing designs. That would not be cool. So, oh, a knitting one. The Queen of Knitting. How about the Queen of Stitching? I mean, just gorgeous. the different islands, I guess, in her region. That's really cool. So, yeah, oh, I love this bird one. Do you see that? With the seagull. That is just stunning. I guess it's all the same words, just different fonts in that one, huh? Free as the air. So yeah, that is, come on, take me back up. That is that. So yeah, like I said, I am not going to go into every single picture because there's just so many. I do encourage you to take the time and go through these yourself. Her seaside ones, because she does live on this island, are just stunning. I love all of these. The colors, the kind of watercolor look. Look at this one with the hollyhocks by the door. Love it. La Rochelle, I'm sure, is another island or another little town in her area. I love this one with just kind of a sketchy look. This one too, a sketchy look to the sailboats and the lighthouse and those bright colors. Love it. Look at the seahorse. So yeah. Oh, look at this one with the hollyhocks. Actually, or is it Rose of Sharon? Might be. Look how pretty. Now, these bird ones. See the fabric? I will be showing you more on that in a second. These are just, look at that. And the fabric really makes it, right? Just gorgeous. So yeah, you can tell she does a study of birds as well, living on the island. I could happily do all of these, but not in 2021. And you know why. Look at these ones, the sandpipers. Ah. Lighthouse. I mean, really. Like I said, she's been doing this for a long time. She has a huge catalog of designs. Now, I am not sure. Embroidery sheet only, £11 or €11. Available, wonderful. I'm not sure if these are all PDFs or not, actually. I'd have to look around and see if she states that somewhere. So that is that one. Let's see. Let's see what this one. Transfer and embroidery catalog. Look at the cat. Look at that. Oops, come back here. With the colors in. So, oh, okay. So you transfer the cat and then embroider the words around it. That's interesting. She has a lot of hardanger. Interesting. She does some pretty work with monograms. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see. Sampler and monochromes. Let's look at this one. Again, she has been around for a long time doing amazing work. Look how pretty the Christmas heart is. that's pretty. Oh, look at that one. Under the red tree. All the different bands. You know I'm a sucker for a band sampler. Oh. Yeah. Lots of stunning, stunning designs here. That's pretty. Oh, look at that one. Oh my. Oh, calligraphy. Love it. And look at that one with a kind of leafy feather in it. Oh, so pretty. What do you think? You seeing any that you love? Seeing any that you have to have? There it is, On the Road to India. That looks familiar to me. She has several that are the same type of feel to them. All right, let's see what else we can find. Cats and dogs. My Books travel catalog. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. I love the African women with the pots, the colors. Could you see doing all three of these separately and have them on your wall? Oh, oh my goodness, there's more. I love all of these. I think they are striking, striking designs. That's kind of cool. Under the full moon. Very cool. Okay, so this is what I was going to show you, the linens that are colored. Now, I don't know whether she does this herself or somebody else does them, but look at these linens. I don't know what the different threads per centimeter equal to in linen threads per inch, you know, the 36, 32 count, whatever. I'd have to look that up, but I love that one. And these are the kind of things when you look at them, you think, well, what in the world would I do with that? But then when you see her birds on these, and even the scenes, aren't they gorgeous? They're perfect. They are perfect. So at some point, I don't know when, I'll have to investigate. Oh, there's some Ada. She does have some Ada here, and she notes. You can see she notes when it's Ada. I will have to investigate and see what the counts are. I mean, look at that. Would you expect the design to look so good on that brightly colored linen? Look how gorgeous that is. It's like they're in a sunset. And this one, oh, yeah. Look at this. How pretty is that? So, yeah. At some point, I will be getting some of this linen to play with. I may get it, but I won't be playing with it in 2021. But, yeah. Am I tempting you yet? Huh? She does also have a lot of books. She is pretty well known. This is a new one. For those of you that like Halloween. Now this looks to be by both Isabel and somebody else. So let's take a look at this more closely. So like I said, for those that like Halloween. Now again, it's mostly in French, right? Dead and Breakfast. But if you like the look of the thing, I don't think that really matters. And of course, on that linen again, with the girl centered in that bright yellow, that's stunning. Very cool. Bienvenue. That's great. So, that's her newest book. She has just so many. So tempting, so tempting. Unfortunately, out of stock. Oh, so sad. All right, guys, I think that is all that we're going to look at here. Here's her little pictures of her cabin, though. Isn't that sweet? And the little village. So yeah, if you're in France and want to take a little trip over to this little island, wouldn't that be fun? See all these designs in person? How awesome is that? That looks like a place that I could spend quite a bit of time at and do some damage to my wallet, my credit card. Look at those. Oh. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And little cat rulers. A little pause on the lampshade around the heart hanger. That's so cute. This is obviously pre-COVID. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's go back to our regular video. You getting anything? Just amazing designs, right? And that linen, you'll be seeing that at some point here. Not gonna start anything on it. I am still determined. No new starts. Get shit done 2020, right? We've got this. I'm so excited to get started. All right, let me show you some stuff I got. They're just, where do I start with the stuff I got? All right, let's start with some silk. I got the next month of Vicki Clayton's variegated monthly silk set. Again, I will link her below. She is doing every month a set of variegated and a set of solid, although I don't think I saw the number 4 solid set. What she's doing is, I think she's going through her different categories of the way she dyes her silks. I don't know whether that makes sense, but like this is the rubbed series. And so I think once she's done with the rubbed series, then she'll go to whatever she decides to do next. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 micro spools for $25, and each micro spool is 8 yards. So it's a 6-strand, 8-yard, just like a skein of DMC, for $25 of silk. So I think this is a great way to kind of build up my Vicki Clayton stash. So I'm gonna keep buying these every month. All right, we have rubbed brown, rubbed light orange. So all of these are rubbed, right? Hope you can see these okay. Rubbed quartz. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Rubbed orange. So we had rubbed light orange and rubbed orange. Rubbed lilac. Rubbed old gold. Love that. Hope you can see that okay. Rubbed light rose brown. That's a pretty one. Look how gorgeous that is. Not that they aren't all pretty. Rubbed lime. It's kind of darker than what I think of for lime, but that's okay. Rubbed olive. And rubbed moss. Aren't those pretty? So that is the December set, number 4 variegated. And last time I checked, she still had some 2s, set 2 left. Don't know that she had any set 3 left, but yeah. They go up on her website on the 15th of the month. And she usually has quite a few, so it's not like you have to rush there and get them. Unless they become more and more popular and more people start buying them. But yeah, I try and get there on the 15th, see them, and put them in my cart and buy them. So, all right, next. I got some stuff from Kitten Stitcher. They're out of order. These ones. Those ones from Kitten Stitcher? Oh my God. These ones from Kitten, no. I don't know. I don't know. I think these are from Kitten Stitcher. So, most of you know she does the charity for cats, for the cat shelter. So she has more charts up for that. And I decided to add to my sheep collection for my sheep month, which is going to be in May. So this is Scattered Seed Samplers, Pure in Heart. And isn't he a nice, healthy sheep? And then that little basket of flowers down there, I'm trying to hold it so that you can see it without the glare. So that one was for charity. And then, can't tell you how many times I've had this in my cart and put it back, and this in my cart and put it back, because I know it's going to be out there forever. It's not like I need to get it right now. I'm not starting it anytime soon. But then I decided I needed to go ahead and get it. It's so pretty. I just wanted to make sure I had it. So yeah, that came home. And then Gilles Leger from Reflet de Soie, however you say it. This gorgeous one. I kind of went on a Reflet de Soie kick, because I have 2 more here from some other shop that I'm not sure where they came from. Probably 1-2-3 Stitch. Sampler House 1. I've decided to start collecting this series. I love, I probably won't get all of them. I'll probably only get 3 or 4 of them. I don't love all of them. But Plum Street Samplers, Sampler House series. So this is number 1. Then the other Reflet de Soie I got, this one's Caroline Colmont, 1815. I love these swatches. And of course the border is gorgeous and different. So yeah, that one. And then this one is Bertha Gazon, 1925. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I cannot wait to do this one. 2022. I also got from Kitten Stitcher fabric. Now, didn't I tell you I loved fabric? And I get a lot from her. So, most of these are, well, I only got 3. It's not like there's a ton. But these are ones that I kind of want to have stocked up, you know, for the next pandemic. This is 36 Count Tin Roof by Weeks Dye Works. I've never used Tin Roof. Boy, the lighting is really bad in here today. I've never used Tin Roof. It is, I believe, what was called for in the English Garden. Whether that makes it any better or not. Yeah, this is a fat quarter, I think. Maybe a ½ yard, I don't know. Fat half, fat quarter, something like that, of Tin Roof. I've mentioned before the Confederate Gray I absolutely adore. This is a 40 count Confederate gray. And then continuing my dark period, this is 40 count old linen from XG Design. Isn't that gorgeous? I was actually tempted to start Feed Your Soul, Flowers Feed Your Soul on this, because I think those colors would look scrumptious on this too. Again, continuing my dark period, but I wanted it to be like the picture, which doesn't happen very often. I know. So I didn't. All right. I'll get my confession out of the way now. I bought two of the same thing again. And not just any old little thing. Now, in my defense, I was pretty sure I had pre-ordered it. Really, really sure I had pre-ordered it. But I looked through all my emails. I looked through the my Etsy, purchases. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find a receipt that I had ordered it. And so I thought, well, maybe I had just thought that I was going to pre-order it, but I didn't have enough money in my PayPal account, so I was going to wait until that built up again, and so I didn't actually pre-order it. So I bought another one. And then this one came. So what happened was I had ordered it from the Silver Needle, and the email they have is my Jan at Mad for Yarn, not my regular Gmail account. And I didn't check that one because I thought, oh, I never buy anything with those emails. Those are just to get newsletters from, except for the Silver Needle. This one is from Hollis Hands Creates. She is a Etsy store here in Texas. So I thought, oh, I'll help out a fellow Texas gal. I also had to pay tax on it. So I have one of these for sale. I'm going to ask $30 plus shipping. This one hasn't even been out of its bag, as you can see. So if you would like one of these, $30 plus shipping, please let me know. And we will get that all figured out. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I got a wonderful gift certificate from Vicky Loyal. Loyal? How do you say that, Vicky? She is the one that won the Bonnie and Camille tote bag in my Christmas giveaways, my holiday extravaganza. And she sent me a gift card to 123 Stitch as a thank you. So, thank you, Vicky. You're awesome. So, I have been collecting the Garden Club series from Blackbird Designs, and I only needed 3 more, so I got them. 9, 10, and 11. I have all the rest of them. I just needed those 3. That's the other ones, 1 through 9, I guess. All sewn together, different fabrics, and I will do them with different fabrics like that and sew them together. By the way, you guys had so many great suggestions and encouragement for my Lizzie Kate piece that I need to attach fabric to. I have decided, several of you just said scrap it and start over. I'm not going to do that. I am going to forge ahead. One of my things for February is to pick out other fabrics for that piece and get it sewn together. And so in the spring, I'll be able to start stitching on that again. So many of you encouraged me to just say, go for it. And, it'll be different. It'll be unique. It may be amazing. It may not be. Give it a go. So I'm going to. This is those, don't try it at home. I'll try it for you. Okay. Fat Quarter Shop sent me some more goodies. So here is the current Prim Stitch series design, the one that I'm currently working on with that gorgeous turquoise aqua house. Having a hard time with the lighting here. That's not working. So that one and that one, these will both be giveaways. I am not doing any giveaways this video. I won't do any giveaway again until the first one in the new year. Speaking of, because mail. My poor Elan lap frame, Artisan Designs. They sent it out on December 22nd, and I was so excited. 2-day priority mail. It'll be here by Christmas. Scheduled delivery date was actually December 28th. Okay, that's fine. It'll be here before the end of the year. I watched that tracking and watched that tracking and watched that tracking, thinking maybe it'll get here sooner, you know, because they sometimes put a date on it and it gets here the day before. It's only coming from Oklahoma. That's like the state right above Texas, right? Just north of here. No update on that thing since December 26th. They finally did put the wording in that, yeah, it's arriving late. It's still in transit. In other words, they don't have a clue where it is. Don't know. It's in the system somewhere. I'm sure I will get it at some point. I'm not worried that I'm not going to get it. Just so disappointed that it didn't come. So, yeah. Still waiting. Meantime, we got stitching to do and we got new stuff to show. So next, my Fiber on a Whim Texture Club came in. The color this month is Ice Blue. And how awesome is that? So we have some Ice Blue floss. Usually they include pearl cotton in these. Well, usually I've only gotten, what, 3? This time they included floss. So I am thrilled with that. And then we have some lace, some hand-dyed lace. Very cool. We have cheesecloth, velveteen, and burlap. So there's the velveteen. I'm thrilled that there's velveteen and the burlap. I'm not taking these all out this time. And then this one is the Osnaburg. This is beautiful. And this is the linen. I really wish they would start including the cross-stitch linen in these, but oh well. It is up to them. So that is gorgeous. Love that. I had ordered, okay, so Serendipity is the Fat Quarter Shop Make-A-Wish Foundation charity stitch-along that starts February 1st. They had sent me the floss for it. They sent me the project bag. I have the needle minder or keychain or whatever, and I also have a copy of a set of the project bag and the needle minder to give away, and I will be doing that in January as well. This starts February 1st. I had ordered from Color and Cotton some fabric, 36 count witching hour. So I had ordered this back in October. These are of course dyed to order. So I just got this in the mail this week. I expected this, well, the picture looked more blue, midnight blue than gray, but that's okay. This is the colors for Serendipity. These are the Weeks Dye Works colors. And I think they're going to be awesome. The lighting is really dying here. But anyways, that is that. I will be ready to start that February 1st. And yes, that is an allowed new start. Another allowed new start charity is also with Fat Quarter Shop. Can't say a whole lot about it, but they are going to be doing another charity one in January that I will be participating in. So I also snagged, let me tell you, this project bag from Pumpkin Hollow Farms. Now this is the first one I have gotten from her. And I say snag because 5 other people had it in their carts. There was only one left. It came to me. Woohoo! Isn't that gorgeous? All is calm, all is bright. Look how beautiful that is. And then of course, she has the lace on top, that pretty fabric at the top. Inside is just kind of a swirly white. Not sure what's going in here yet. Maybe Midnight in a Garden. That's perfect, right? Yes, okay. Solved that dilemma. All right, what else did I get? I still have more. So these came from Davette. Davette sent me these kind of to have for the holiday gift extravaganza, but I decided to, I kind of had to cut that off at some point, basically. So these will be, given away at some point here in the not too distant future. Mosey and Me, Santa and Claus. Isn't that cute? Santa sleigh pulled by kitties. I don't think he'd get anywhere. Just saying, even if he does have a mouse on a push pole. And then the Christmas berry from Erica Michaels. Cute, right? So Davette made both me and Mike just laugh out loud when we picked up the mail and this was in it. See that? The renowned, fabulous craft celebrity Jan Hicks. I can't imagine what the people in the office. So my mail all goes into the office here. Our mail goes into the office here at the RV resort, and they sort it and put it in our box. I can't imagine. Thank you, Davette. My friend Anne was going through her cross-stitch stuff, and she decided to let go some of her cross-stitch and country craft magazines from way back when. So they are definitely some oldies but goodies here. I'm not going to go through these now. I will when it's time to give them away. And that will start in January too, probably. I have so much to give away, guys. There's so much here. All right. Christmas cards. I got some lovely Christmas cards from people. Jenny, Long Dog Samplers, has a Christmas card with one of her finishes on it. How cool is that? Got a Christmas card from Tamara Bowen. Of course, a sweet card from Pam and Steph. That's a pretty one. My wonderful friend Michelle, Maine Moose Mom Stitcher. Merry Kiss Moose. Sent me one and sent me, because she knows me, some pretty, pretty floss. Limited edition Gentle Arts. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then Sue, Open with Care is what this one should have said. Let's see if I can do this without spilling everything. Okay, so we have a polar bear, and we have a great little sticker for our camper. I love it. But we also have snowflakes. Hopefully that's the only snowflakes I'll see this season. Thank you, Sue. All right. I think that's about it. Just a reminder on, well, tomorrow, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. I'm going to be starting this during the day. The Smith Sampler. Who's joining me? I know several of you are joining me in this. And then in the evening, I will be starting Midnight in a Garden. Now, these want to get worked on tomorrow and New Year's Day, and then get put away until I don't know when. So, I forgot my angel card. Oh well. You'll have to forgive me. I'll get back into the swing of things in January. Guys, I hope you take care of yourselves. Good news, Mike got the vaccine this morning, part 1 of the vaccine, as a DoD employee, Department of Defense. They were able to get the vaccine in one of the first rounds of it here in San Antonio, since there is so much Department of Defense facilities and bases and all that here. So that is awesome. He goes back in a month for shot number 2. So yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent. I think that's all. Yeah. Guys, have a fantastic New Year's. Wishing you all the best. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, and 2021. Bring it on, right? Until I talk to you again, you guys take care of yourselves. Know that I love you, and I will talk to you soon.